Good morning, everybody. Let's see if she starts. Good, I'm happy with that. Yesterday I went to the registries, got it registered, everything went smooth as butter, get into the vehicle, and it didn't start because the battery was dead. So anyway, so that brings me to today's video. I am going to be SEAFOAMing this GDI engine. And right at the top, it says, works to clean, you probably won't focus. There you go. GDI intake valves. And that's because fuel essentially isn't reaching the valves to spray on and clean, right? So a lot of the direct port injection, which I believe is what this is, the fuel goes right into the port and doesn't hit the valve and wash any of the debris off. That is inevitable. So a lot of people say walnut blasting is the best thing to do. It's more costly. You got to take off more components. So my vehicle runs really good right now. There's no sign of crap in there or anything, but I am going to just be precautionary and throw some of this in. Now when you do this, the car does run like crap. I've done this to a lot of my vehicles, and like I said, they do run like crap, so don't be scared, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It is normal. It does say on here that it's safe for all gasoline and diesel engines. Gasoline direct injection, port fuel injection, gas turbo, carburetor, fog intakes, and chambers. So never mind, it does not say, this one does not say diesel. I bought a pack of 2 and the other one said diesel, and I put that one in the gas tank. So this one does not say diesel, so don't run this guy in diesel engines, and always follow the instructions and the rules on the can. That is very important. Works for all types of 2- and 4-stroke gasoline engines. There it is. So follow along. Let's see how I do this. Know if I'm going to fit between the walls. Oh yeah, it's gonna be easy. I thought this thing was a lot less wide than the Jag. I kicked the Jag out. Just makes sense to do it on this side, right? Because it's right-hand drive and I'll be running it as you have to with this stuff. So it's better that the exhaust fumes are far away from the door. And now you can see my halo light that I will be using. All right, folks, so one thing you do want to find for when you're doing this is you want to find an easy opening into your intake throttle body. So it comes with this nice little contraption here to slide it around an edge. And usually what I do is I cut it to length and I just put it in here. Doing it here is too close to the MAF for my liking. Ideally, I'd want to go into here with it, but this hose has seen better days and I don't want to risk ruining it, because then it would kind of be stranded. I could probably make something work, but I just don't want to run into that issue. So I'm going to try to find a vac hose somewhere and put it through there. Actually, there's my PCV system right there. I could probably make work. I don't know yet. So let's just stay tuned. I did, however, redo the GDI cover. I know this is a little off topic, but I just wanted to show you how well that turned out. So this top used to look a lot similar to the airbox, and the airbox has definitely seen better days. But I refinished it with my Duplicolor spray can, and it turned out like flawless. Like the best out of everything I've done, I think, is this. So it must work with this kind of plastic the best, but here it is. Looks great. All right, guys, after some trials and tribulations, I tried taking this off. This didn't want to budge. This PCV line is rock hard. This is rock hard. The only way for me to perform this today without taking off vital sensors for 4x4, map sensor, you name it, I decided to do the safest way and do it through the intake. So this thing is pointed about here, it's about the same size, and the nozzle is like just tilted, so it's almost perfectly in line here. I don't think it has a chance of coming back and touching this. So I think this is my only option, right here, and that's what I'm gonna do, so stay tuned. All right, so I'm gonna open the garage door now. I'll read the instructions to you. Some of them I'm going to bend a little bit. So here's the full instructions. Run engine to warm intake, then shut off engine, all accessories off. Loosen and remove intake boot from throttle body, which again, I had to come up here. With hook, blah, 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 place it in, that's what I did. Refit the intake boot. A lot of this is self-explanatory. With vehicle in park and park brake apply, start engine and hold RPM steady at 2000 for the duration of the application. I probably won't get to 2000. I'll probably be at like 1500, 1700 because the vehicle is still trying to warm up. Spray continuously. It should be around 7 minutes, it says approximately. Shut off, remove boot, remove hook. With engine off, resecure intake boot. Allow engine to sit for 10 minutes. And then after hot soak, drive the vehicle under engine load until exhaust smoke is no longer visible. Should be around 10 minutes, it says approximately. During such period, while in isolation, wide open area, smoke may be substantial and obstruct rear view. Interesting. Apply legal, aggressive acceleration. I like that. Okay, well, here goes nothing. All right, everyone, now that that is done, so as you've seen, I taped it. I wouldn't recommend that. At one point it got messy and kind of sprayed on me, and it does say it is poisonous on the bottle, so just be aware of that. It's explosive, poisonous, something else. So read the labels carefully, needless to say, and don't tape it, because after that, I was in the truck, I got probably 50% of it at 2000 RPM, and the reason I think they wanted it at 2000 RPM because if it's just at idle at around 1000, it tends to want to die because you're introducing something foreign, whether it's a vac leak because you have the hose in there, or whether it's the product itself, excuse me. The engine likes to die. Mine didn't, however. I would hold it, and then when it started to die and shake, I would let off, go give it some gas. So it's done now. I'm gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. I'm gonna time it. And then in the meantime, I'm going to throw some of my stickers on the back windshield, make the vehicle my own, and go from there. I am going to do another video on the mods on this thing so far, the mods I'm going to do, and the maintenance. So needless to say, stay tuned. There's going to be a lot for this thing coming up in short weeks. All right, everybody, the truck is at operating temp, and we're going to go take it for a ride and listen to the instructions on the can, as should everybody. It's funny, that little Japanese reversing beep that's in all of the right-hand drives. I still don't have my shades in this thing, and it is decently bright out there. This is all I have for a camera mount right now, people, so bear with me. If it shakes, I apologize. Be aware that it is going to shake, most likely. Most certain. Now, I do have the truck in two-wheel drive right now. It's a nice thing about the Pajeros. Whereas the 4Runner was four-wheel drive all the time, right? So I will be doing a bit of an acceleration. And there is a guy behind me. That's Murphy's Law though, right? So I'm gonna try to... Oh yeah. Tons of smoke pouring out. Tons! He probably thinks there's something wrong with my truck. Yeah, she poured pretty good. Pretty good. So I'm gonna turn around here and go back the other way. It was a smoke screen, like legit smoke screen. He's probably thinking to himself, yeah, that guy has to turn because his engine's blown. Oh, I love this stuff. All right. Round 2. I know you can't see my face, but it would just be kind of funny. Not that my face is significant in this video at all, but it would just be funny because it would be this pole that's just sticking up in the middle. People, if they see me, would wonder to themselves, what is that guy doing? I'm kind of wondering that to myself, actually. Better now. So I think I cleaned all the gun coat. I think I'll just turn around up here and do one more. Back. I got no check engine lights or anything. I did previously on a couple of my vehicles, so that's kind of good to see. Smoke coming out the tailpipe, so that's good. All right, so I'm just pulling up back home. The truck's a little shaky at idle, but like I have experienced these things previously on my vehicles, so I'm not really one to worry. Now I'm just gonna go under the hood and make sure all the connections are tight and everything, you know, looks the way it should. All right, everyone, I opened up the hood and everything looks like it should. So I'm going to leave it here. We are going to take this thing out today and you know, clean out the system. For me, my experience using SEAFOAM is the vehicle doesn't like to run like it did before for, you know, a couple of hours at least. You know, it's in the engine. Your sensors aren't used to it. The vehicle's not used to it. It is a foreign substance, and it's cleaning all the gunk off your valves and your pistons and stuff. So it's gonna, you know, not run right for a bit. That's for sure. That is expected. I do notice at idle this thing is still, you know, a little more vibraty than it was before. But again, it's kind of as expected. So before my furnace gets real loud, I'm going to end this video here. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All right, peace everybody.